No, Babu, I'd love to go back to a word I was very fond of at St. Stephen's, but which I'm trying to make more popular and people aren't using it enough. Defenestrate, which literally means to throw out of the window. And we were constantly trying to defenestrate our opponents in college debates and so on. I'd love to see that come back.
Defenestrate.
Defenestrate.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw people out of the window. And what
Well, metaphorically.
And if you had to invent a new word, what might that be?
I have been mulling about this because it's one of these things where, English, as I mentioned in my book, has derived words from so many different sources, Greek, Latin, but also various other foreign languages. And of course, when the British were here, they even took the word loot from Hindi into their dictionaries as well as their habits. So I thought, why not come up with a word for something that, in English is actually not particularly good. So I've got two options for you. One is,
Right.
for a soulmate, a friend, I don't mean a lover. That kind of soulmate we all know, but somebody who's a kindred spirit, somebody who completes you, somebody you feel a bond with. And I thought of, why not take a bit of Sanskrit and a bit of French, both of which are languages from which English is borrowed,
Yes.
and come up with Atma-mi. Atma is your soul, and Ami is friend in French.
What a nice word.
I think so too.
Atma-mi.
The other one that I feel English really needs, which it doesn't have, which Malayalam has, is a word for describing the position of an object in a long line or a list. What number position is it?
Okay.
Is a very awkward way of saying it in English. There is no one single word for that. You can say which, when, what, where, but there is no word for. So I was thinking, what about with? In Malayalam, we have a word called etramte. So, if there are 10 people standing and you say, who's that guy you want me to be? Well, I will say, you would ask me, etramte alana, which person is that? I would say the seventh one.
Okay.
I would just say with a number, but you can't do that in English. You have to find a convoluted way of saying it. So how about with?
With. Okay. So with